Hello, this is Exquisite Timepieces in Naples, Florida. Thanks for joining us. Today, we are looking at the OMEGA Speedmaster Professional, often referred to as the Moonwatch, and one of the few watches certified by NASA for manned space missions. The basic features and specifications of the OMEGA Speedmaster are a case diameter from one edge of the case to the other, not inclusive of the crown or pushers, of 42 millimeters. We have a lug width where the bracelet attaches to the case of 20 millimeters. We have an overall thickness of approximately 14.5 millimeters and a lug-to-lug dimension, the distance between one edge of the case and the other, of about 48 millimeters. Because of the nominal lug-to-lug distance of 48 millimeters, this watch would wear comfortably on wrists from about 6.5 up to 8 inches without any significant problems. The watch case and bracelet are of high-quality stainless steel construction. The matte black Omega branded dial is protected by a clear domed Hesalite crystal, making this watch superbly readable. The dial and handset also feature superluminova luminescence, giving the timepiece a glow-in-the-dark legibility well after sunset with a sufficient charge. While the crown and chronograph pushers are not screw-down, the watch does feature 50 meters of water resistance and should protect against rain and splashes from hand washing. However, it's not advisable to swim with this watch. Outboard of the dial is a tachometric scale used in conjunction with the chronograph to measure time over distance traveled. The watch and the chronograph are powered by the Omega Caliber 1861 mechanical movement. A hand-wind only movement, this watch will need to be wound via the crown daily. We have a power reserve of approximately 48 hours and a suggested accuracy range of -1 to +11 seconds per day. The subdial at the 9 o'clock position features our active running seconds. As we can see by looking at the current time, it is approximately 10:09 a.m. and 55 seconds. The main seconds hand central to the dial is not our current active running seconds hand. That is the chronograph hand, and we'll talk about that in a moment. The other two subdials at 3 and 6 o'clock are for use in conjunction with the chronograph. We have a 30-minute subdial at 3 o'clock and a 12-hour subdial down at 6. The cam-actuated chronograph is operated via the two pushers above and below the crown at the 3 o'clock side of the watch. To operate the chronograph, we simply actuate the top pusher. This begins our stopwatch functionality. As time elapses, we will see that the central seconds hand continues to count up towards and including 60 seconds. After every minute, the subdial at the 3 o'clock position will increment by 1, and after 2 revolutions of the 3 o'clock 30-minute subdial, our 12-hour subdial at the 6 o'clock position will increment as well. In order to stop the chronograph function, you simply push or actuate that pusher a second time, and then to reset it, we depress the bottom pusher. It will reset both the central seconds hand, it will reset the 30-minute subdial at 3 o'clock, and it will also reset the subdial down at 6. The bracelet is all of a brushed stainless steel, with the exception of the outer edges of the links and the sides of the center links being in high polish. The overall quality and construction of this bracelet is extremely nicely done. The links of this bracelet are secured together by a high-quality screw and sleeve system, preferable to a simple friction pin. This is a hallmark of high-quality bracelet manufacturing. The bracelet terminates into an Omega-signed clasp featuring dual trigger deployment. Actuating those triggers opens the clasp to reveal a high-quality stainless steel machined swing arm. The swing arm and the clasp both feature the same high-quality brushed finish that we find on the rest of the bracelet. Overall, it is extremely well done. Thanks for joining us. If you've enjoyed this presentation of the OMEGA Speedmaster Professional, come on over to our website, exquisitetimepieces.com, or visit our store in Naples, Florida anytime.